Numbers 29. Celebrate the Festival of Trumpets each year on the first day on the appointed month in early autumn. You must call an official day for Holy Assembly, and you may do no ordinary work. On that day you must present a burnt offering as pleasing aroma to the Lord. It will consist of 1 young bull, 1 ram, and 7 one-year-old male lambs, all with no defects. This must be accompanied by grain offerings of choice flour moist with olive oil, 6 quarts with the bull, 4 quarts with the ram, and 2 quarts with each of the 7 lambs. In addition, you must sacrifice a male goat as a sign offerings to purify yourself and make yourself right with the Lord. These special sacrifices are in addition to your regular monthly and daily burnt offerings, and they must be given with the prescribed grain offerings and liquid offerings. These offerings are given as a special gift to the Lord, a pleasing aroma to Him. Offerings for the Day of Atonement. 10 days later, and 10th day of the same month, you must call any other holy assembly. And that day, the Day of Atonement, the day the people must go without food and must do no ordinary work. You must present a burnt offering as a pleasing aroma to the Lord. It will consist of 1 young bull, 1 ram, and 7 one-year-old male lambs, all with no defects. This offering must be accompanied by the prescribed grain offerings of choice flour with the bull, 4 quarts of choice flour with the ram, and 2 quarts of choice flour with each of the 7 lambs. You must also sacrifice 1 male goat for a sin offering. This is an addition to the sin offering of atonement on the regular daily burnt offering with its grain offering, and they are accompanied with liquid offerings. Offerings for the Festival of Shelters. 5 days later, of the 50 days of the same month, you must call another holy assembly of all the people, and you may do no ordinary work on that day. It is the beginning of the Festival of Shelters, a 7-day festival to the Lord. On the first day of the festival, you must present a burnt offering as a special gift, a pleasing aroma to the Lord. It will consist of 13 young bulls, 2 rams, and 14 one-year-old male lambs, all with no defects. Each of these offerings must be accompanied by grain offering of choice flour moist with olive oil, 6 quarts of each of the 13 bulls, 4 quarts of each of the 2 rams, and 2 quarts of each of the 14 lambs. You must also sacrifice a male goat as a sin offering, in addition to the regular burnt offering with its accompanying grain offerings and liquid offering. On the second day of this 7-day festival, sacrifice 12 young bulls, 2 rams, and 14 one-year-old male lambs, all with no defects. Each of these offerings of bull, rams, and lambs must be accompanied by its prescribed grain offering and liquid offering. You must also sacrifice a male goat as a sin offering, in addition to the regular burnt offering with its accompanying grain offering and liquid offering. On the third day of the festival, sacrifice 11 young bulls, 2 rams, and 14 one-year-old male lambs, and all with no defects. Each of these offerings of bull, rams, and lamb must be accompanied by its prescribed grain offerings and liquid offering. You must also sacrifice a male goat as a sin offering, in addition to the regular burnt offering, with its accompanying grain offering and liquid offering. On the fourth day on the festival, sacrifice 10 young bulls, 2 rams, and 41 years old men lambs, all with no defects. Each of these offerings of bulls, rams, and lambs must be accompanied by its prescribed grain offering and liquid offering. You must also sacrifice a male goat as a sin offering, in addition to the regular burnt offering with its accompanying grain offering and liquid offering. The 50th day of the festival, sacrifice 9 young bulls, 2 rams, and 2 14 1-year-old male lambs, all with no defects. Each of these offerings of bulls, rams, and lambs must be accompanied by its prescribed grain offering and liquid offering. You must also sacrifice a male goat as a sin offering, in addition to the regular burnt offering with its accompanying grain offerings and liquid offering. On the 60th day of the festival, sacrifice 8 young bulls, 2 rams, and 41-year-old male lambs, all with no defects. Each of the offering of bulls, rams, and lambs must be accompanied by its prescribed grain offering and liquid offering. You must also sacrifice a male goat as a sin offering, in addition to the regular burnt offering with its accompanying grain offering and liquid offering. On the 7th day of the festival, sacrifice 7 young bulls, 2 rams, and 41 years old male lambs, all with no defects. Each of these offerings of bulls, rams, and lambs must be accompanied by its prescribed grain offering and liquid offering. Each this offering of bull, rams, and lambs must be accompanied by its prescribed grain offering and liquid offering. You must also sacrifice 1 male goat as a sin offering, in addition to the regular burnt offerings, which its accompanying grain offering and liquid offering. On the 8th day of the festival, proclaim another holiday. You must do no ordinary work. On that day you must present a burnt offering as a special gift, a pleasing aroma to the Lord. It will consist of 1 young bull, 1 ram, and 7-year-old male lamb, all with no defects. Each of these offerings must be accompanied by its prescribed grain offering and liquid offering. You must also sacrifice 1 male goat as a sin offering, in addition to the regular burnt offerings, with its accompanying grain offering and liquid offering. You must present this offering to the Lord at your annual festival. These are in addition to the sacrifices and offerings you present in connections with vows, or as a voluntary offerings, burnt offerings, grain offerings, liquid offerings, or peace offerings. So Moses gave all of these instructions to the people of Israel as the Lord had commanded him.